Hey guys, we have a lot to unpack in this video in regards to TITANX and farming within the Titan Farms. And the video might be a bit lengthy, so I'll be breaking this video up into chapters so you can go straight to specific areas that you need to. And in this video, we're going to cover some key points. One, we're going to do a comparison over the past 24 hours between the performance of the farms and the performance of the Bitcoin wallets. We are going to discuss the impermanent loss that we had mentioned in a previous video. We'll discuss the decimal places that are displayed here in the farm to prevent confusion. We're going to discuss the transaction fees and how they can vary at any given time and what we can do to adjust that. We're going to test the ability to exit the farm and kind of see what happens with that. And we might discuss the introduction of more capital into the platform, whether it's smaller amounts or greater amounts. So those are the key things that we're going to be covering in this video. So let's start off with the comparison of the farm over the past 24 hours in relation to the Bitcoin wallets. Okay, so we put our positions into two farms. We have the DRAGONX TITANX token, and we see the yield from that over the past 24 hours, or when I began this, to be 52 cents over that period. And this kicking out a little bit more yield, which actually increased since yesterday. It's kicked out $1.09 since we started. In the Bitcoin wallet we have here is showing, and I'll pull the video up that I posted yesterday. We had a position of $41.63 at the time, and currently is $42.94. So it looks like, as far as conversions and payouts for this 165 amount, they are pretty much neck and neck. Okay, and this right here also breaks down the complete 24-hour period. So for the fourth, it actually converted 99 cents into Bitcoin. Okay, so that's a apples to apples comparison on the rate of conversion based on a $165 deposit into each platform. Okay, now there are some slight differences in this. When your Bitcoin converts, this Bitcoin is readily available for you to spend. If your conversions here, they're going to be in the TINX token, and these TINX tokens have to be converted out as well. So there will be an additional fee, probably to the tune of about $5 that you would have to pay. So you want to make sure you actually have enough of the reward token in TINX to withdraw. Okay, so that's something that you guys might want to keep in mind as well. Now let's discuss the impermanent loss. So we remember yesterday, or in a previous video, that I discussed here, users submit their tokens to this single LP position, and the contract manages the position. And when I read this, I was unsure of us incurring impermanent loss within the system, right? And what I've looked at today is quite revealing, and I'm going to share that with you guys. And we will look at our position. So this right here is the DRAGONX TITANX token, and it looks like that APR went up too. But let's look at our positions right now and compare those. So yesterday we'll notice that our DRAGONX token, we had 6.4 million. Well, today we have 6.2 million. And this is what I was talking about, the impermanent loss, guys. Is this something that the contract is going to handle, or is this something that we are going to have to suffer as investors, right? However, that's the DRAGONX token. Check out the TITANX token. Notice that in the TITANX token, we had 85 million. Now we have 89 million. So it looks like that contract is perfectly handling the impermanent loss and adjusting our positions accordingly. So got to give them a thumbs up on that. So I am very cool with that aspect of it. The third thing I want to talk about is the displacement or the placement of decimal points. So when I'm dropping in some Ethereum, you guys might remember yesterday I put in to this position 0.0335, and it's only showing me 0.03 here. So it's only showing 2 decimal places. So it's like I don't really know what my position is. And I know yesterday when I dropped it in, I had like 80 something million. So that kind of threw me off. I'm like, is this system taking away my TITANX, and what are they doing with my Ethereum? Because I see no change in Ethereum. But when I came out to manage the farm and tried to withdraw, let's say I withdraw 100%, and I'll confirm that deposit. Let's see what we're looking at here. And see, sure enough, we have 0.342 wrapped ETH. Okay, so this is good because I put in 0.335. So again, the system is handling that impermanent loss. Takes from one, puts in the other, and we are good to go. But look at these fees, guys. This is the next topic. So before we get into this, let's just look at this and make a recommendation to say, hey, can we adjust this to display another couple decimal places just to be clear? But if not, now you guys can see that, hey, we do have the full amount in there. Okay, so there's a thumbs up on that. Now let's go back to these fees again, because that is horrifying, scary to know that at one point in time we could put in $5 and now we could be subject to spending $32 for a transaction. Okay, so as I was reviewing this throughout this morning, there are ways within these wallets that you can adjust the fee, and this fee is due to the network being busy. There's nothing that the system is doing on the back end to boost the fees and run with the money or anything. These are just the network fees, and these fees can be adjusted. So we have this edit button here, and we can set it to low, kind of see where we get to low. So it dropped from 30 something dollars to $27, and we notice that there's still a speed of about 60 seconds. Okay, so we're gonna change it again, and let's try to use an advanced mode. And right now the system is busy, and we'll drop that 17 way to, let's drop it to about 15, save that and see kind of what we're looking at. You know, that dropped it to $26, still within 60 seconds. Okay, let's try it just a little bit more. I'm just curious. I'm rolling along with this with you guys. Now I'm gonna drop it to 10 and kind of see what we come up with. Okay, that dropped to $17 and still within a minute. I'm gonna just try this one more time because I am still curious how low I can get this and get it done fairly quickly. Oh, there we go, guys. Look at that. We are back at about $9 and in that fee and still getting it within a 60-second period. So that's one way, guys, that we can keep our fees at a minimum. So what I'm going to do now, I do not want to exit my position at all, but I am going to exit it just to see and make sure that we can exit without a problem. Okay, so I'm going to exit this position and I'm going to put this position back in and kind of see what happens. But let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to confirm this and we'll see how long it takes and see what happens, because at this point, you know, I have $1.10 worth of TINK. I don't know if that's going to just put that in my wallet or what. It says it's processing the withdrawal, continue in the wallet. It might take a minute for this. All right, so that's in the pending state. We can speed it up if we want to, but I'm not going to do that for now. We're just going to jump to the next part. And the next part is something that I have a question about. And that question is, what is it to compound? So when we have this calculator here, and it gives us a compounding frequency to where it will kind of give us an estimate of what our profits will be if we compound on whatever frequency for a given amount of time, right? So why have this when there is actually no feature or way to compound anything when managing a farm position? This top up seems to be a way to just add more liquidity in that same farm. The withdrawal, of course, withdrawals, and the harvest, it looks like this is like a transaction to take out the TINX token. I don't know. And see, guys, even that's expensive right now while the network is busy. We're not going to do this because I'm curious to see if the TINX tokens gets taken out here. So that is a question I have for you guys that are familiar with the protocol. What's the deal with displaying an option to compound when availability to compound, or is there a way to compound our positions? Okay. So with that said, what I am going to do at this point is wait for this transaction to come through. And once it goes through, I'll pick back up on the video and we will make sure and verify that our exiting this farm position did in fact give us the equivalent of what we had in the system. And then I will put those funds back in so we can continue managing this going forward. So I will see you guys in just a minute. 20 hours later. All right, guys, so this transaction failed. It was sitting out there for too long. So it is clear that putting a transaction out there with a low fee that the network never drops to will end up timing out. So with that, guys, let's try and see what the fees are to exit the farm yet again this morning. And over the course of the night, I tried numerous times and the price actually reached $64. The cost of the transaction fees was as high as $64. It may have been higher than that, but that's what I actually saw at some periods of time throughout the night. So with that, I am not going to exit this position. Now, I'm not going to enter the farm, put any more money in the farm until I'm able to effectively exit the position for myself, because I have to verify that for myself. I'm not just going to watch somebody else do it. I need to know the process as well. And that's what I'm posting these videos for, so you guys get the raw footage of what's going on. So with that though, considering that it is costing about $27 to enter or exit the farm, I can say at this stage that I am very comfortable with the farming platform, and I give Jake a big hand clap, big applause for this platform. Okay, so things seem to be looking good thus far. So I will be injecting more capital into it. I'm not going to put it in the farm with these ridiculously high fees, but I will run some other tests right now, which I'm going to show you guys just to see what's going on the Ethereum network itself. So what I'm going to do right now, let's see, in this other wallet. So I have this wallet here. You guys remember I kind of had no money on this. I am going to use this particular wallet I'm going to dump a couple $1,000s in it and prep it for the farm, right? So right now I am about to transfer some Ethereum to this wallet, and I'm curious to see how long it takes because the wallet I'm sending it from looks like it's going to cost about 77 cents. That's all. So I'm gonna click on this right now. Put in my password, and there it is. Okay, so I just submitted the transaction at 4:56, and I'm gonna see how long it takes for this Ethereum. Oh, there it is. See, guys, so um, it did not take long, and it just cost 77 cents. So I don't know what type of processing is going on this back end that is making it so expensive to withdraw. Let's see, is this one here? Confirm withdraw. I don't know why this is so expensive when I can send Ethereum for 77 cents and it gets there instantly. There must be a ton of data that's going through, but uh, nonetheless, I'm going to wait for this to drop back down to $8. I thought it would happen maybe between 1 and 5 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, but that does not look like it's the case. All right, so now that we see how much it costs to send at the same time where this is expensive, let's try something else, guys. All right, so this is the wallet. I just received that Ethereum. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put $1,000 in TITANX, and I'm going to put $1,000 in DRAGONX, okay? And let's see what happens with this. So where is my DeFi Llama? Here it is here. Okay. So what is that? I think I got 0.82 Ethereum. So I'll put 0.4. I'll put 0.4 into each one. So let's do this. Got my Ethereum. I'll put in 0.4 into DRAGONX. Okay. I go ahead and buy some of that up. And I have no problem buying the token right now itself. I'm just not going to put it in the farm, guys. Let's see what I can get out of this. Yeah, I am definitely liking the farm, and I am not liking the blockchain that it's on at all. So, that I know there are talks of moving the TITANX ecosystem to other chains, and that is going to be very much welcome. It's going to reach a larger community of people that are not on Ethereum, and that would include myself, but I am doing this for the sake of jumping in early in this protocol because I think it has some legs, and it's actually going somewhere. Let me check out my tokens. All right, so I was able to pick up those DRAGONX, but I have not received it. It took my Ethereum, but not my DRAGONX. Okay, there it is. All right, so I got my DRAGONX tokens. Now I will use the rest, another 4 Ethereum, and buy some TITANX. Of course, it's always best to use the contract address just in case you guys have any questions about it. But, um, at this stage, I've already tested it out a couple times and looks pretty good. If I do a 0.5% slippage here, I'm still able to select the aggregator. I get 1034. Okay, well, Let's do this. So I will go ahead and lock in my TITANX and my DRAGONX positions. And this fee is $7. So there's something interesting about this TITANX token, guys. I'm not sure. Oh, well, it might be because the supply is going down. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. That would warrant some additional research, but I'm gonna try to do a low fee. Let's see what they say. You know, I'm not saving too much more money on that, so I'm just gonna leave it at market. And I will confirm that transaction. And with this, guys, I am now going to jump over to, oh, let me verify. Let me verify everything. Make sure I get my TITANX tokens. And if for nothing else, guys, just the tokenomics on the DRAGONX and the TITANX token warrants me purchasing these tokens just because of the appreciating value or the potential appreciating value of it. Okay, so that's why I'm going ahead and locking in some positions on these right now. And I don't want to spend $30 to enter a farm, $30 to exit a farm, because that's cutting into my earnings now. So I'll wait another 24 hours or so to see if things calm down on the Ethereum network so that I can enter this farm with a little bit more. So let's see if I came here now and I'm gonna max out my DRAGONX token, and let's see how much it costs me. Yeah, it's still about $30. Yeah, not interesting right now. I'll give it another 24 hours before I do that. But in the meantime, I'm going to jump over to the high yield BTC. And like I say, this wallet I am using for long term. I do not plan on cashing out on this wallet for years. So previously in the video, I did not use this to buy credits. I am going to use this to buy credits, but I do want to point out some information that you guys want to be aware of. And one aspect, so, you know, it looks like Trump is going to make it in office. The price of Bitcoin shot up a little bit above, or it reached an all-time high within the past 12 hours or so. So yesterday when I displayed this, it showed, you guys remember, 99 cents that was on the 4th, but this displays the current value of Bitcoin as it is at the moment. And right now, that value is at $1.06 that it converted on the 4th, and it did the same on the 5th, right? So understand that when you are getting into Bitcoin, you are getting into a solid asset, guys, that is going to eventually appreciate over the course of time. Sure, they're going to be pullbacks, but you can pretty much guarantee that Bitcoin is going to be around for the long term. We can't say that for all of the DeFi projects, but you can say that for Bitcoin. And this also proves the price appreciation, the benefit we get from this by buying it and holding it. So if nothing else, guys, I understand you like DeFi, get into DeFi, play with it, make that little extra money, but then take that little extra money and put it in a solid asset like Bitcoin, and you are going to be looking pretty in the future. Okay, so with that, also, I want you to understand the power of using this platform to purchase credits, because what you do when you're purchasing credits, there's if you come down here to Bitcoin price, and it's going to take you to the Digital Crypto Solutions site. Currently, the price of Bitcoin in US dollars is 73,687. Well, in this platform, with the current marketplace rates, if I head over to the marketplace, I'm essentially purchasing Bitcoin for $66,000. I'm using my Bitcoin that I currently have to purchase Bitcoin at $66,000 when the price currently is at $73,000. So that's what this equates to, guys. I am buying it in smaller denominations. Sure enough, there's nobody's out here selling one Bitcoin, but if they did, it would be displayed, or if they did and sold it at this discount, it would certainly be displayed at $66,000. But I'm going to go ahead and use the Bitcoin that I have in here now to continue buying more Bitcoin. And you guys may notice that it will increase my conversion rate and also my APY for a period of like 24 hours or something like that. So I'm going to come out here just to finish up this video, purchase some credits. And I'm just getting it from the top because all the best deals are at the top. And I have another $13. I'm going to go ahead and purchase whatever is out here that's available that I can purchase. All right, I think I've used up my amount of Bitcoin. There are no other offers. There probably are some other offers out here. I just can't afford them with that price. Yeah, nothing else out here that I can buy. That needs to go up a few more cents, and I would have been able to cop that one. But it is what it is. Head up back out to the dashboard. My APY went up a bit because I did make those purchases, and my Satoshis per hour. So tomorrow I should have a faster payout or conversion from credits into Bitcoin. All right, guys. So this is now going to be in competition again with what we're yielding out on the farm. Is definitely outperforming the Titan DRAGONX as far as what is kicking out or the returns or the pace of the returns. And it's about the same as what the ETH TITANX token is doing. All right, guys, that's all I got for you in this video. If you got any comments, questions, leave them below in the description. Also about that compounding feature, if any of you guys are familiar with that, drop them in the comments so we can kind of learn more about that as well. All right, that's it for you, and I will holla on the next one. Peace out.